Brought to you by Accenture Extended Reality. This is Field of View.
What are your views on, I guess, the privacy side of XR?
Yeah, so eye tracking and also mouth tracking and initially like face tracking is the new gold. It's the new data, and it's getting created as we speak. Something that is so new that you can just, it's like a gold mine basically of things we didn't have before. But it's the same with VR headsets right now. We look around, we move our hands, something you wouldn't do when you sit behind a desk with a keyboard and a mouse. For me personally, it's important that companies are transparent. But how do you know they are transparent in today's
it's a
society?
Company, right?
Yeah, so I don't really know. And for my work, I just use everything, so I show the mouth tracking, I show, let's say, ways to do microphone gestures and things like that. But let's say if I wouldn't be doing this as a living, I wouldn't be turning everything on, all the privacy settings. For example, my Quest 2, everything is on only me. I'm not sharing my name. I'm not sharing what I'm playing. I'm just not sharing that stuff because I don't feel like I want to. So yeah, it's the thing is, like, I hate to say it, but it's already kind of like the beast has already been unleashed, for every tech company in a way. You can already see how far they pushed it, and I don't think there is a way back. But maybe I'm just too much in my bubble to think that. But
no,
well, I don't know.
There are some companies that are making privacy their unique selling point, like for example Apple. But obviously there are some other companies, like for example Facebook, that is exactly the opposite, and we have Google that is somewhere in between. and it will be interesting, especially with a medium like XR, to understand how much of the biometric data they're going to collect to advertise to us the fact that maybe we are not so fit and maybe we have to go to the gym, or I don't know, all that kind of stuff. That is,
Nick, do you want to have constant messages every day saying, Nick, you need to go to the gym, you're overweight?
I'm running every day, my friend. I don't need to go to the gym.
I think Nick gets his provocative corner, so I should get mine as well. Should a virtual reality or augmented reality platform be owned by a social media company?
That's a good one. Yeah, it's a very good one. I mean, the thing is, if you look at the current VR industry, and you would rewind certain things, then we wouldn't have a job in the first place. So that's the thing. Everyone, like right now, and that's what I see a lot in the VR scene, is that everyone has a job in the VR industry, and that's where you just leave it. So opinions are kind of pushed aside, and as long as I can pay my rent and have fun, then it's cool, So it's just a hard subject to get into, but no, of course not. I mean, you don't want to have one company owning everything and kind of get away with it. We already see that kind of happen right now, right? I mean, Facebook is buying up studios, is making the best software, is making, well, as I said, Sony makes still better games in my opinion, but hardware-wise, they're underselling it for a price that no one can compete with. You see brands kind of moving away now, being like for example, HTC is now kind of like, let's not try to compete, let's just try to do our own thing and see if that succeeds. So you can already see the negatives of that, where people are kind of pulling themselves out of the scene into different parts, in more niche parts, or parts where they still have a little bit of ground. But that is going to change. I mean, I do think if the bigger fish, the bigger companies are all owning a part of VR, we're going to see an ecosystem that is more open, is more, there's more room for people to do their own thing. Well, right now you're kind of stuck in a way. So I don't know if this makes any sense, but it's a subject that goes all over the place.
It was a very good diplomatic answer.
Did you know you can catch this full episode of Field of View and more by subscribing on YouTube?
Spotify, Apple Music, or wherever you get your podcasts to not miss another immersive technology moment. Subscribe today.